Bring us in.
You alright?
Yeah, we're rolling with it right here. Yeah, we can go with that. Yeah, it's cool.
Alright. Alright. Heavy Crowns, episode 44.
Ooh, 44. We're on episode
I'm pretty sure it's 44. 44. 44 in Spanish.
Should I go and look real quick?
No.
Okay. Are you for sure?
Cuarenta.
What?
Cuarenta.
Cuenta.
I think it's 40. Cuarenta y cuatro?
There's an E? I don't know that.
Yeah. Cuarenta y cuatro. Episode, yeah, nigga.
Well,
44 in Spanish.
Well, I slacked a little bit this past week on the fucking Spanish.
Cuarenta y cuatro.
But I don't know my numbers already anyways.
44. It don't matter. It's Heavy Crowns. We back in the building. You already know Sport Trilogy. Sitting there with my nigga Levi.
Yep.
You already know what it is, man. We here for another week's bi-weekly podcast. We come here every other Sunday. Just chop it up.
Just chill. Like a little checkpoint.
We ain't doctors. We ain't lawyers. We ain't financial advisors. We ain't therapists.
We try to do better.
You know what I mean?
But we also just chilling. But
hold each other accountable.
Yeah.
With each other.
Well, y'all can hold me accountable because this month,
talking shit.
After today, I'm done smoking and drinking.
Hold them accountable, y'all.
For a month. I'm gonna do a month for sure. Because I mean, there's a reason. I just can't tell everybody everything. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck them.
But for a month, I'm gonna be sober for a month.
Fuck them.
I'm going sober for a month, but I know y'all who listen to podcasts, obviously, if you listen to this one, I'm sure you listen to Joe Rogan's. And
this one is brought to you by absolutely fucking nobody. But,
but ourselves, bitch.
Yes. But if you ever want to sponsor, you know what I'm saying? Holla at
you know, holla at you. Hey, we're $10. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shit, that's my bio chasers.
Yeah, you never know.
But
holla at us.
I am going sober.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about it though? I asked you that when I was at my house, but
it's not something that I'm serious about.
Yeah, you don't really give it don't feel like it affects you or nothing.
Not necessarily, because it's not like I'm not here.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I mean,
really out here doing anything.
Yeah, me either. I feel you.
So
neither was I, but I just something.
I feel you. That's what you gotta do, bro.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just hit me. So it's like, might as well just go with what.
But how you been though? I mean, what's?
I've been good, bro. Still doing the jiu-jitsu. My fucking gi, I ordered it a fucking week and a half ago, and it still ain't came in. I'm tired of using one that's fucking one's 2 sizes too big, and the other's fucking 4 sizes too big. So here I am. But I mean, other than that, jiu-jitsu's going good. The working out's going good. I need to fucking buy some new books, but I guess, listen to Bob Proctor. I mean, it's good to fucking keep reading, even if it's the same book. Read the same book, because eventually it will get into your damn subconscious, and then you are, programmed by that material, that content. But so it probably is good that I read every book that I got again, like 10 more times a piece.
Definitely. I mean, if you haven't read it in a while, crack it back open.
Yeah. So that's my thing. I need to. So, other words, I need to do a little more reading. But I pray a lot. I've been praying a lot more. I'm gonna start the running back next week. The fucking marathon kind of slowed down because everybody started getting scared about a fake virus. I mean, it's a real virus, but it ain't shit. It ain't shit. And so that got slowed down because that's still relevant, I guess. And then I got into jiu-jitsu, and the jiu-jitsu plus the working out. I mean, that's a lot on its own. So the fucking running has been slowed down because I took a different turn. I went to martial arts.
So you on something else right now?
Yeah.
You ain't focused on the marathon no more.
But I mean, goddamn. I mean, what was the point?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point. I mean, you could always stay ready. You know what I'm saying? The way you ain't got to get ready, right? But I mean, you ain't focused on that right now. So, I mean, you on other things.
Yeah, and my son's in martial arts, and then I got that real estate investing company. I'm still trying to get off the ground, and I'm close to going full time. I'll be going full time soon, very soon. But other than that, yeah.
Hashtag don't ask what's in my cup, dude.
Back into I don't remember what was in our cup, but it was delicious. But back to your question, how I've been. I've been great. So,
What's up, bro?
how have you been?
I've been good. I'm not gonna say great because I had a little stretch there where I really wasn't. And it's not really an excuse.
Are you off on Tuesdays or Thursdays?
Thursdays.
So you was off on Tuesday.
Yeah, I had to switch my schedule up.
I was gonna holler at you.
Nah, but it's no excuse. But leg day really be fucking with me as far as like trying to run and stretch and shit.
Stretching. Stretching.
I'm
Go
still
more into
stretching.
detail every day. You disciplined enough to do it every day.
I'm still stretching.
I do it
right?
when I'm at jiu-jitsu, but do you do it when you're at home about to lay down?
Yeah.
Like out here?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Every day.
Not every day. No, that's what I said.
But you need to every day.
I understand
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yes.
okay.
What I'm saying is though.
I feel you. I'm just making sure.
No, let that be fucking with me because I be so fucking sore and shit. But that's one thing I want to say is my workouts been doing. I don't know. I feel a different energy when I'm in the gym now. Like I'm back falling in love with. I know I probably said this before, but I don't know. Just
motion.
Yeah, like I'm not really how to explain it because I know like where I should be at, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I definitely feel you.
So now I'm kind of like.
You going on a decade?
Fuck
you
that.
going on a decade?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, fuck that.
You could have had a business behind this. Already.
I'm almost like pissed off in the gym now.
I'd be pissed off too.
You feel me?
I'd be mad.
And I just have like a different.
You almost in a
energy,
decade
which,
and you ain't profit off nothing.
Yeah, and it's.
You ain't profit.
Yeah, it's.
You ain't profit off it. I mean, you
well,
have.
That's not what
you
I'm
have.
doing
You
it
have.
for.
You have. No.
I mean, as
no.
far as
No. You have profit.
Yeah, I know what you're saying on that, but I have, but not like. It's not.
But that's what you would like.
How can I say this?
So the next
I'm
decade,
not necessarily like,
do that.
So
Next
I'm
decade.
not necessarily. Let me say this, because I don't want y'all thinking like I got this person in my mind or somebody who I want to be like or this or that. No, that's not necessarily. I'm just going through the journey, right? But I do. But I mean, as far as I'm not where I want to be. As far as like
you want to evolve.
Physically, like you know what I'm saying, where I want to be at. Because I just got myself going through the motions.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, still taking multivitamins, probiotics. Fucking with some other new things right now, which I'll kind of get into a little later. Taking it for about a month now.
I mean, do you feel anything off that shit?
That's why I said I'll talk to y'all. Bring it up in about
like
a
the
month
vitamins
or
and probiotics or vitamins. Like, have you ever took B12 and shit? Does that give you? I want some shit to give me energy.
That's not why necessarily. Not necessarily give me energy.
I want to feel good. Y'all want to feel good. I'm gonna be optimal. I want to fucking produce.
But no,
God
as far as
dude.
feeling good, I feel good. But I don't take it for like you know what I'm saying, like that energy rush. If that makes sense. Like I take it just to feel.
Well, listen, I'm pissed off now. I'm pissed off.
Why?
You were at my house, and then again for 3 podcasts in a row, I forgot that book.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
and you were just at my house today.
Yeah. I forgot about that too. No,
Fuck.
but well, shit. We got time. Time.
You work tomorrow. What time you leave tomorrow?
In the morning?
Yeah.
Probably like around 8:20 ish. But
I might try to make it.
I'm still stretching though, so don't get me wrong. I'm still stretching. Still running. Right. I finished David Goggins' book. Which I got like 10 minutes left in it, so I finished it.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Still listening to motivational shit. Still, just researching,
something better yourself.
Still on the path, right?
Yeah, of growing.
So, yes, of self-development and
me
self-growth.
as well, my friend. Me as well. I slip up because self-discipline is a motherfucker.
But the thing about it is though, like this podcast.
But I'm getting better, bro.
Yeah, the checkpoints, because like we slip up. Like, how do we know? Like, if we didn't have the podcast, if we just wouldn't have been like, well, fuck it. That slip up would have went for a month. You feel me? Instead of like a couple of days.
We're about to bounce back tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you feel me? You feel me?
Today, shit. I came.
No.
I'm still meditating too. I ain't brought that up, but yeah, I'm still meditating.
No, meditating. I'm gonna do more meditating. I was doing meditating, but I'm gonna do more because I believe you can manifest. It talks about it in the Bible. Meditation is part of the doorway to manifestation. So I'm gonna get deep in that. I'm getting sober, at least for a month, solid month. That's my goal. Month. More, but hey, I'm just month. Drinking maybe a little longer. I don't know. But it's Labor Day, you know what I'm saying? So, cheers.
Yeah, cheers to y'all. This episode's gonna come out after all that, but I hope y'all had a safe Labor Day, a good Labor Day weekend. But how y'all doing though? Fuck, I need y'all to interact with me. Talk to me.
What
you know what I'm saying?
What's going on? I honestly I don't care about sports, but I mean I know you do. So I mean I do, but I don't. I mean you got the Lakers obviously is going to a championship in basketball.
They play tonight. They play here in a minute. They down right now at the time of this podcast.
What time they play?
8:30, I think. At the time of this podcast recording on June whatever.
5th. No, it's not June. It's September.
Yeah, June. Yeah, I'm about September. I said June.
Yeah, goddamn. Like not July, but you said June.
My bad, y'all. September, was it the 5th or 6th?
It's 5th.
The 5th. September 5th.
6th.
September 6th. God, yes. Whatever fucking day it is, Lakers are down right now, 0-1 to the Houston Rockets, and they play tonight.
Yeah, but come on.
But the Milwaukee Bucks about got swept by the Miami Heat. They survived the day.
They were down 2. So
They were down 3-0.
No, I thought they were down 2. That would have been 3-0.
No, they were down 3-0.
Well, I was just watching it for a second.
They
Either
were
way,
down 3-0. They
either
survived
way,
the day, yeah.
motherfucking Giannis got hurt and was out or whatever. I don't know, but he's probably gonna win it.
Oh yeah, he's probably gonna win that series. Yeah, they're most definitely gonna win that series.
Crept up, didn't they? Just out of nowhere.
They did. They really did.
Butler
though.
and the Heat just is there.
I never really fucked with Butler like that, but
I did. I like
he
Butler.
got that dog in him.
No, he got that killer. He got that killer in him. Yeah, I like that.
Toronto coming back in their series against the Celtics, and the Clippers and the Nuggets are tied right now. So I mean,
who?
Nuggets and the Heat. But one thing I can say,
Nuggets and the Heat, Clippers.
Damn it, Nuggets and the Clippers.
Well, Clippers are winning that. Clippers are gonna win that.
I think they are. Yeah.
So who's in the finals?
LA. I think is. I'm still going with. I'm not betting against.
LA.
Me. In the Western, yeah, LA, and probably the Heat, and I'm gonna go Celtics. Heat and Celtics.
Who's gonna be in the finals? In the fucking finals.
Lakers and
Celtics.
I want to say Celtics, man. I might go Lakers Heat just because I mean Lakers. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
He are playing pretty fucking good right now.
Yeah, I feel you. And I ain't fucked up with Jimmy.
I ain't fucked up with it
Jimmy
at all.
Buckets.
One thing I can say though, like I miss the crowd noise and like the crowd hype and all that shit. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
They have
but
that
like,
though?
no, not really. No, they're playing.
I don't like it. I like it
as far as like, there's no home court advantage. So it's like, is you hooping, nigga? Like ball up, nigga. Check up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is it not
ain't
weird?
No home court advantage.
But is it weird?
You got your little fans in the background on the screen, nigga. But like, nah, niggas, me and you, we on the court. Ain't no fucking hype, nigga. They ain't gonna scream when you make a bucket, nigga. Like, get down the court, ball up, nigga. And
Am I being a hater if I'm saying like I don't like how LeBron's trying to be more activist than he's ever been before? It's like he's being controlled to do it though. But I'm being a hater that he should just shut up and actually just do what he's good at. But he's got a big following, so it's good to say your word. I understand that too. Because I mean I do. It's like
I think that's being a little bit of a hater. I mean,
is it?
As far as if it's something that he cares about, then I mean.
Yeah. And I feel like he's got so much sway.
That's like somebody telling us, like, be on this podcast, like, just shut up and go to work and do what you're good at.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm good at just rambling. So, but my thing is Patrick Mahomes, though, like, that's another thing. Like, did you see him getting a fucking Super Bowl ring?
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking 20 feet apart on the fucking football field. Wearing masks.
Yeah.
Being puppets. My thing is being a puppet for the paycheck.
Yeah, they're getting paid millions of fucking dollars, my niggas. So they probably, I mean, they don't. Yeah, I think they don't live the life that we live. Like they don't. You know what I'm saying?
And you would just do
it. I mean, I'm not saying I would, but who's to say I wouldn't? Like if I'm getting paid millions of dollars, like, I probably really don't give a fuck about whatever it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you come to get your Super Bowl ring? Fuck yeah, you gotta wear a mask, stay 6 feet apart. Like, okay, just get my fucking Super Bowl ring, nigga. Like, I'm paid. I'm just gonna go home and fucking, I don't know. I'm still gonna go on my fucking boat or fucking do this. Fuck, I do. Cause fucking rich. And
yeah, but
I ain't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying, the everyday shit other people have to worry about. Like,
but I just don't want to wear it though. So why do I got to?
Why, I mean, you don't have to.
Why is my $250 million guaranteed fucking money, $500 million fucking 10-year signing or contract, $500 million 10-year contract, $250 million guaranteed? Why is that in jeopardy if I don't wear it? I just don't want to.
I mean, that's something that you would have to.
It's
I mean,
called
I don't know,
enslavement. That's a slave. That's a slave. It's do this or you get this taken away.
That's the same thing
It's a
as
puppet.
waking up and going to work for $1. I mean, that's
It's a
the
puppet.
same thing.
I mean,
It's the system. It's the
but I've
structure.
quit a job because I didn't want to wear a mask. And I don't wear a mask when I walk into Walmart or the dollar store. I don't want to. I don't have to.
I mean, that's your right. I don't necessarily. I'm not saying that hell yeah, like, but I'm not saying like hell no. Like,
See, that's where it's easy. It's like, oh, that's your right. I mean, yeah, you can do what you want. That's true, but it's like, you don't think these guys don't want to, but they're just doing it because, like you said, they got the lifestyle.
Exactly. I mean, shit, it's.
That's weak to me. That's a sellout. That's a sellout. You don't think that's a sellout?
Not necessarily. I mean, I don't think it's that. The whole staying 20 feet apart, like, if they still gonna play football, then it's not really that. I mean, it's all about $1, dog.
But the dollar ain't worth nothing.
Well, to us it ain't, because we behind inflation.
No, we're behind.
Yeah, we behind inflation.
A lot of these motherfuckers are.
But they ain't.
No, they are.
Not necessarily.
No, they just got a high-paying job. That
Like,
don't mean
very,
they're wealthy.
Very, very
that don't mean
high.
they're wealthy. Now, LeBron and maybe fucking dickhead wearing a mask in the Super Bowl ring, which is Mahomes.
I mean, if you're
his
comparing
family's investing in a baseball team now, the Royals or something. Like,
yeah, but if you're comparing them to like the
they got a high-paying job. Doctors,
1%,
there's doctors.
If you're comparing them to this 1%, then yeah, they ain't
But there's
wealthy, but at the
doctors
same
paycheck
time,
to
though,
paycheck.
Compared to us, they wealthy.
Rich and wealth is different.
Exactly, they wealthy.
No, they're probably rich. Most of them's rich. Not all of them's wealthy. Wealthy's Warren Buffett. Like,
Bro, if I'm making multiple millions a year,
they're probably blowing it all because they don't know money, so they coming from the hood, buying mom's a house, buying dad's a house, buying my cousin a house.
they can do that though.
And they're broke because they got to pay taxes and
Not
buy their
all
own
of them,
shit. Oh, I say 90% of them. You can look it
I
up.
don't think it's that.
If we had that, no, really, most of them go fucking in foreclosure or in debt.
I think some of them
bankruptcy.
I think the problem is that's the people that
they don't know money.
About. That's people that we hear about. We don't hear about the people that are actually doing, like, actually good
Gronk
shit with their
did
money.
well. Gronk did supposedly good. He was just living off of his paycheck for football and his
but that's the issue.
all of his endorsements and shit he
That's
invested.
not pushed, like, you know what I'm saying, like that. But if Gronk went fucking bankrupt and it'd be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? It's like we just don't hear about the people who actually.
What
do
would
shit
be
with
the
their
question? How would I ask that? How many football? What percentage of football players or basketball players?
Just millionaires in general. I mean, as far as
no football, sports, professional athletes.
Yeah.
Percentage of pro athletes go broke or bankrupt? Broke, same thing.
Nah, because bankrupt, I mean,
it ain't broke.
Yeah, not necessarily, because people know what the fuck they're doing with their money. Like, that's another thing too. We don't necessarily, like, money talks, right? And we don't necessarily understand that language. As far as how
78% of NFL players are either bankrupt or under financial stress within 2 years of retirement, and 60% of National Basketball Association players are broke within 5 years of leaving the sport. Because the motherfuckers don't know money, economics. They don't know. They're from the fucking projects, trailer park, hood. Average motherfucker just that's 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", 6'9", and just athletic and made away.
But what I'll say to that is...
But LeBron's and the people's like that, billion-dollar deals with Nike, and got these, like, you know,
exactly.
The Patrick Mahomes 10-year, $250 million guaranteed, $500 million contract. That's enough, $250 million guaranteed. You ain't got it yet, but you can go show proof of that and get a loan. Just go invest $500 million or $1 billion into a goddamn baseball company or a baseball program team. Now you want to be part of a baseball team. Now you're a billionaire while you're still playing football. Like by the time he's 30, he's gonna be a billionaire if this shit plays out. I mean, it's
and
smart.
That goes back to my saying, like, money talks, and we have to understand the language of money.
Oh
like,
shit! God dang it! You're gonna watch that. It's like popping volcano.
But no, it's the thing though. Like, as far as like us falling behind inflation, because we are. Like, we got. That's why we need to be more.
It's inflation right now.
Strategic.
It's inflated.
Exactly.
The bubble's popping and it's deflating.
That's the thing. We gotta understand the language. Like, these motherfuckers have been talking this shit to confuse us and all.
So what would you invest in? What are you starting to invest in? What are you going to start investing in? Like solid shit.
Right now I'm heavy in stocks.
Yeah,
right
stocks,
now.
like
heavy
companies.
in stocks, yeah, companies.
Buying in on companies.
Yeah, and I don't want y'all. I mean, this is actually I want to bring
Gold
this up
would be
too.
good because that's gold money, but silver, think about it, it's a consumer money.
I want to say this, so this kind of puts you guys in perspective as far as
money.
like inflation, right? Because I read this stat the other day. So
Talking about inflation.
talking about inflation, this is the example I was bringing up, right? Having $1,000, and let's say you just put it in the bank, right? You're scared. I mean, people are scared to necessarily invest in a company, or invest in stocks, or invest in real estate, or invest in anything. You know what I'm saying? So your percentage on that return from the bank is going to be what? Maybe 1%, if that.
Yeah.
Like if that maybe it's 0.5 to 0.8%, and the interest is simple interest, right? So it's not necessarily. It's a whole lot different than compound interest. What I mean by that is, so if you had $1,000 and you invested into Netflix, right?
Yep.
That same investment.
What year though?
Let's say in 2008. 2008, if you would have invested in the Netflix, right? So you would have did your research and you was like, hey, I want to invest in this company. You put in $1,000.
I think it's showing good.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna.
That same $1,000 investment, and it wouldn't have been anywhere near if you would have put it in the bank. That same investment in 2018 would have been worth $75,000.
Yeah. In 2000, what year?
In 18. So it's probably
10 years.
So yeah, in 10 years. If you would have put that
$1,000.
Yeah, if you would have put that in the bank,
it's 75,000 times itself.
And inflation's increasing, and your money's just falling behind.
And it's compounding.
Yeah, and if you're investing
if you
in
say
something,
the dollar goes down every day. So if you get a certain amount of money, you do need a certain amount of money for like an emergency fund. Whether that's 1,000, they say 6 months to a year of money, like for bills. Put back in the belt, but other than that, put into crypto, gold, stocks, like companies like Tesla, iPhone, or Apple, or places like that. But don't invest in these motherfuckers like Facebook and Google and shit. I know we're all on it and shit, but
well,
the way it's looking like they're pedophiles, so I'm not investing in these motherfuckers.
I'm not your financial advisor, right?
No,
so
I'm not
like,
either.
Don't. I'm not. They're basically telling you what the fuck to do, so don't lose your money and come holler at me. But I'm just saying.
Go to the casino.
That example,
go to the casino, buy a lot of liquor, and just buy some hookers, some cocaine, and fucking just have a good time. That's what
it's just a
Cheryl's
different,
saying.
like, because I was listening to somebody talk about it's a different type of like stunning on something. Like, let's say, just for instance, and I'm not telling y'all, I'm not necessarily preaching y'all about stocks or whatever, but just take this for instance. So, people love beer, right?
Yeah.
Or people love alcohol, liquor. Yeah. People want to go in the club and buy bottles. Yeah. Right, and just buy tables and buy bottles and fucking ball out, right?
But you know what's balling that I'm starting to learn? Buying assets.
Yeah, exactly. So an asset would
be... You work to get assets.
Yeah. Assets over liabilities. But think about this. Let's say
that's Rich Dad Poor Dad.
You have...
Have you read Rich Dad Poor Dad?
I've listened to it like twice.
I got the book. You want to read it?
I mean, I'll read it too.
But what book you want to read? You need to read the
Either
one
one.
book. No, you need to.
Either one.
You need to do some cold showers and shit.
Either one. But
I love cold showers.
What I'm trying to say though is, yes, assets over liability. So instead of being a motherfucker going there and buying bottles, I want a piece of that fucking company.
Yeah. Instead of going buying 10 grand bottle.
Have 10 grand fucking.
Why not go buy a fucking $10,000 fucking house? You might find a house for 10 grand.
Yeah.
Fix up, throw 10 grand in it. Now you own it for 20, but you rent it out and you get your money back in the year.
Like, let's say,
bro, you can go buy a single wide for less than 10 grand and rent it out for $600 a month where we're at.
Like, this is how, like
I want to own trailer parks, bro.
I want to get into real estate,
trailer parks
for sure. Like, let's say, because you know how niggas love Hennessy and all that type of shit.
Yeah.
Let's say I get stock in Hennessy. Then hell yes, niggas keep purchasing that shit.
Hey, mom's upstairs drinking Hennessy now.
Exactly. Niggas love
I was about
Hennessy.
to ask her for that shot.
So why not just fucking own a part of fucking Hennessy?
No, we're getting the Crown.
Anything. That's what I'm just putting.
Dude, everybody I talk to fucks with Crown. Everybody I talk to fucks with Crown.
Everybody, yeah.
They're gonna think I'm gay. How I looked. I was like,
yeah, I know.
But
as far as like what I mean by compound interest, so let's say you put $1,000 in the bank, compound interest. Your interest is off of your interest. So your interest makes interest.
Right.
So let's say you make 10% or whatever. So next year you're gonna have $1,010 in the bank.
Right.
So now simple interest would have been 10% on just 1,000 over a 10-year
Could've
span.
been 100.
But compound interest is basically just bills. So now you're getting 10% off the $1,010. Next year I think it was like $1,021. It's 10% off that. So it's bills and bills and bills.
Yeah.
And that's basically a way.
It's a little, but it's compounding.
Yeah,
It's
it's
building and
compounding.
building and building and building.
And it's just people like we want this instant gratification, right? So we just want to make money and flip it, make money and
Quick
flip
money.
it, and it's quick money.
Big checks.
That's not what these rich, wealthy motherfuckers is doing.
No, they look 5 years, 10 years, 15, 20,
Exactly.
30.
And I think that's the thing that we dismiss because we're not taught that. But then again, it's like when I think about it, it's like I don't really blame them for not teaching it to me because then it's like who do they eat off of? If they teach everybody how to, like, you know what I'm saying?
Then we all just be here. Yeah, we need workers.
Exactly.
We need slaves.
So I'm not necessarily, because I
We
get
need
it.
slaves.
Yeah, exactly.
But
So-
you got the opportunity and the choice to fucking learn to not be a slave and to get out of enslavement, right?
Right.
Right, because you're talking about breaking free.
Mhm.
And so,
Right.
therefore, you're a slave that knows the lingo and a little bit of the knowledge. So,
Mhm.
therefore, you have the opportunity because now all it takes for you to break free is action. You know what you need to do. Really, we all know what we need to do, but you actually know it.
Everybody does.
And because you got your fucking internet and you got the fucking book or goddamn library pass is free in most fucking counties or cities. It's free. You can go to a library and learn. But guess what? It's 2020, bitch. We got the internet.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, I was gonna say
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
We got to, yeah.
You know what I'm
It's a whole
saying?
lot more accessible.
You know what I'm saying? And
But the
and,
issue
and the
is
poorest
too-
person on the planet's got a little bit of money.
Oh yeah.
At least $1.
Oh yeah.
Because 70%
Oh, yeah.
lives on $2 less a day.
Oh yeah.
70%. So
thing about that is too, like,
you can buy a book. You can save up and buy a book.
still haven't been on Facebook like that.
Oh, I'm quitting. I got to. I didn't, and I need to.
And like I still get on to post the podcast. I don't even know like if people are liking the posts and shit. I hope y'all still fucking with
No,
us. I hope y'all
I mean,
still.
we're averaging like around 30 fucking views now. 20, 30 views.
Which for some of that's art. I'll take responsibility for that too, because I don't really be promoting like I need to be.
But do we really need to do that? I mean, 'cause-
Obviously we fucking do, cause y'all ain't fucking sharing shit. And y'all ain't hitting the like button.
no,
so
we got some of you
if y'all
shares.
haven't done
We
that-
got about 3 or 4 shares in one day.
Did we? All right, so
Yeah,
shout out to y'all 3 or 4
3 or
people.
4 people shared it
Right.
all in one day.
So if you haven't done it yet, stop what you're doing. All right, I'm gonna give y'all 30 seconds to hit the fucking thumbs up button. It's right there.
And hit share.
And hit share.
And then when it says where to, go to every platform you got.
Follow it. Why not?
Yeah, I mean,
Because they gonna be looking at us, not you.
if you
So,
made it
well,
this
I mean,
far,
yeah.
then definitely.
But I appreciate the consistent viewers that we do have. I'm focused on y'all for real. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully y'all see the growth we've made throughout this whole journey. It's not. We really just beginning. Right. We just
Yeah,
fucking
I
started.
mean, this coming year, I hope we show some more.
Episode 50 coming up soon.
Oh man, that's what you want the most. I don't know
That's,
why.
I mean, cause people really like. It takes let's be honest, but it takes a lot of courage to sit up here, get in front of a fucking camera, talk shit, give our fucking opinion, basically expose ourselves. Not that we.
It's exposing ourselves.
I really don't give a fuck what
Yeah, I
y'all
don't give a
really.
fuck.
I mean, but at the
I
end
don't
of the
give
day,
a fuck.
at the end of the day,
Trill
it's
saying he's
like,
better than all y'all bitches.
no, I'm not. Look, man, I'm no better than anybody watching this podcast.
But he's better than some of y'all.
Alright?
But he's better than some of y'all.
I just.
Because
my
he hits the
only-
gyms. Y'all ain't hitting the gym.
My only competition is the man I was yesterday.
He wakes
Right.
up late. He loves his
Exactly.
bed.
So,
I wake up early, but obviously he hitting the gym.
but it's heavy fucking crowns, and
Yeah, we all got a heavy crown to
and,
wear.
and it's the one.
Whether it's you a queen or a king,
Yes.
the crown can be heavy.
Yeah.
But what you gotta do to
Hold
be
the fucking head up.
considered or crowned a king or a queen is carry that bitch.
Hold your fucking head up. Keep that shit held up.
Yeah.
High, dog. It gets fucking rough sometimes.
I'm
but
about
what
to take
you
it
do,
off and
nigga?
throw it on my back. I don't
You know what I'm
care.
saying?
But I ain't gonna drop it.
And I also read a quote where it's kind of like to really be financially free, or what the term financially free is, like, you need to have, of course, multiple streams of income.
7 is the average
7,
millionaire.
Yes, but you want to have at least 7 streams of income.
The average millionaire. But it's all your bills and all your shit like that coming in from places that you don't spend time in. That's financially freedom.
Making your money work 24/7. basically. Because wages are what you live off
Well,
of.
let's say no.
But profits are basically just profits, dude.
Profits,
like, endless.
profits is profits.
Yeah, profits. You can just.
Yeah.
Wages are what you have to do to pay your bills.
Let's say your bills.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's say your bills are $2,000 a month. When you can make $2,000 a month, whether if you still work a full-time job, but you got some money in stocks, some money in crypto, some money in real estate. Let's say real estate. Keep it simple. You got a couple rentals and you bring in $2,000 a month from these rentals. But you still got a full-time job and shit. But your bills are $2,000 a month, and you make $2,000 a month from these rentals. You're financially free. Meaning you don't have to really work if you don't want to.
I listened to a guy on the podcast. And he was talking about real estate, and he was somebody asked me, he was like about one of his properties he had, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I make at least it was something ridiculous. It was like 100,000 something a month off this one property, and he's never even fucking been there."
Yeah.
Like. That's like the shit that we are not necessarily taught. We're taught to just basically get a fucking paycheck, pay your fucking bills, and yeah.
You know what I'm tapped
you feel
into?
Me, like,
I'm tapped into getting into real estate with no money and flipping it with no money, True.
You can do that.
No, with no money, True.
You can do that.
No, with no money, True. And I'm $14,000 away from where I can go full time.
You can do that.
You hear me? Heavy Crown's about to be in a new setup, y'all. You hear me? I mean, it might not be tomorrow, but
it may not be next week, may not be next month, but I promise you.
Yeah, it's getting close. It's getting close. It's getting fucking close. Cause I did better now I got a job, y'all. Now I got a full-time job. I shout out to the motherfucker that, you know, whose job it is or whose business it is. But I was doing better when I wasn't working a full-time job. When I was full-time for myself, I was making more money, and I should have just kept doing that. But hey.
Like you guys gotta invest in yourself too, guys.
Yeah.
Like you gotta invest in yourself too. Like take the time to like learn and like, you know what I'm saying?
They say the harder you work on yourself, it's more important. The harder you work on yourself than you do your job, that's when life will change for you.
Because you talk about getting started with no money, but this is how like people, and I'm guilty of it too. People would rather go and spend $150 on a pair of new Jordans, but won't spend $150 on a real estate course.
I only one pair of Jordans, and they was hand-me-downs, but they was clean. They were the Space Jam.
I'm just talking about in general, right? Like people would rather spend $150 on them shoes, which I've done it before, but won't spend $150 on a real estate course and have to like, you know what I'm saying?
Or a book.
Yeah.
Or a law book, dictionary.
When that
a computer.
That $150 investment in that real estate course can turn into $150 made per hour. Like you feel me? Like it's just. And that's what I'm trying to like. I'm trying to reverse my thought pattern.
Look what I'm wearing. Look what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
You think I give a fuck about a $150 pair of shoes? You think, you know what I'm saying? You think I've been on that? I'm wearing a pair of fucking Crocs, no socks, some shorts above my knees, no underwear, and a fucking plain ass t-shirt.
I'm saying I'm guilty of it too, y'all.
No, we all are.
Because we're consumers. But I'm willing to go through this journey. If I want to go through this journey and try to reverse my mind, I want somebody on this journey. I mean,
we're programmed, ain't we?
Yes.
And you ready to get programmed right?
And I want y'all to be on this journey with me.
You ready to be
as far as like instead of taking my dollar and just, I mean, granted, like Levi's saying, like
no, the dollar's about to crash, so you need to put your money somewhere.
Well,
you get the dollar, put your money somewhere. Put your money somewhere.
As far as Levi's saying, like you want to have money put up for rough times, yeah, but
other than that, put it to work.
Yeah, put your money to work.
Put it to work.
That way, while you're sleeping, your money's still constantly fucking working.
You might lose
money
some.
Don't sleep.
You might lose some.
You may lose some in the short term.
Bitcoin was at 12,000 a week ago. It went up.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's actually
it's at 10.2. It's at 10.2, baby. It's at 10.2. You know what happened in 2017?
If y'all learn about
like
crypto, y'all might want to go ahead and
now because it shot up.
Because it's gonna shoot the fuck back up.
Yep.
And they just retesting right now. They just retesting the fucking market.
I'm thinking about just $25, $50 a week. Just that's better than none. That's better than none. If I just keep putting, but I'm gonna buy and hold. I'm buying and hold, buying and hold. I ain't never selling.
I'm learning more about crypto.
I'm 25 to going to 26.
Shout out to Dylan. Learning more about crypto, but yeah, I mean, just make your money because money don't sleep. Money does not fucking sleep. Money is while you fucking.
Dylan got some money in it.
Yeah.
Decent.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna put his business out there, but yeah. But
while I know some people that's got some money.
While we're sleeping, money is constantly fucking being exchanged.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, that's.
No, we're talking like maybe $500,000. No. Like I don't know where it's at now. Like No, yeah.
Now, yeah, I mean,
And I talked to him the other day, and he kind of said I ain't looked into it in like a year or two. I'm like,
that's the thing.
dude.
Even if just put your money, because you're still, even if you invest in something, you're still guaranteed a higher percentage than you would. Just
Oh,
put
that's
in the bank.
facts, because I got a Fidelity account, and I ain't had no money, or I ain't looked at it in a minute, and I'm about to pull some
Bro,
money
like,
out of it.
even if you
because
put
they got a
your-
COVID pay.
Even if you put your money in the S&P and the Dow Jones and these ETFs, right? You're still guaranteed a higher percentage of return over a 10-year period, than you are put in the bank. We have to think of that slow money, right? We just always want a quick flip, but like it's still we
But
need
didn't
to.
Warren Buffett just like pull all of his money out of the banks and shit like that, and he just invested he
I don't
invested
know.
500 million into like a mining company for gold.
Yeah, he invested in the mining company
Baron-
for gold, but I don't know.
Baron
I don't
Gold.
know if he pulled all his money. That's the thing, because I think I read somewhere he really didn't do that.
No, he pulled 500 million, or he
but
did.
he did pull a lot of
invested-
money in investing in gold.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is too, like for y'all, because I want you all to do your own research and make sure you think that it's the best thing to do, right? Because Warren Buffett may be playing a game.
No, well, I've
You know what I'm
heard.
saying?
Well, I've heard Warren Buffett's last 15 years has been booty, anyways.
Exactly. So you may want to just like that's what I'm saying. Like, but as far as that though, like in an investment in the slow money and shit, bro, you're making 0.8%. Like you never know. The banks, I said, where some banks may go into like a negative interest rate percentage, and if that's the case, and they charging you to put money in their bank, when really they using your money that you put in the bank to invest in other places. Like legally, they have the right. Like if I go and take $1,000 from the bank, legally they can take 900 of that and loan it out to somebody else and invest in something else and make interest off they fucking loan. They making money off me, nigga. Like you feel me? Like
And that's like fucking. That's like pulling out an ATM and they charge you $3.
exactly, yeah.
It's like, why are you pulling? I know I don't bank with you, but it's like, damn, it's my money. But it's the convenience.
Okay, so what I wanted to say.
What were we talking about though?
Well, what I wanted to go into.
We got about 35.
Yeah, we're going go in overdrive right now. But what I want to say kind of was what I told Levi off the camera. And I don't want y'all to take this as I just want people to just be aware of the fuck we really don't know what they don't teach
I
us.
mean,
'cause-
and what we do tell these motherfuckers, half y'all motherfuckers ain't gonna do nothing with it
y'all ain't gonna
anyways.
do nothing with it.
Cause y'all
We just
weak
up here
need
talking,
bitches.
yeah.
Y'all weak need bitches.
Um,
Y'all self-discipline is weak. Y'all ain't gonna do shit. Just like, I ain't done shit. But guess what? Believe it or not,
So
we be trying to put in because we don't want to come to this motherfucking podcast looking like a weak knee.
I told Levi like I opened up a Robinhood account earlier this year because somebody
little jigaboo.
Yeah, somebody was like, "Hey man, open up this account so I can get a free stock." I was like, "All right, bet." And this through maybe $200 at some companies or whatever, right? If that, really. And remember, turning on that money, just really not knowing what I was doing was like $50 when I really started getting back into stocks and really researching. So now I'm more deep in some other companies and I'm kind of sold out. But me just really not even going.
It made $50.
It made $50.
It didn't lose.
Didn't lose nothing.
I mean, yeah, $50 ain't getting you rich.
Ain't getting
but
rich.
what if you threw
Exactly.
20,000?
Exactly.
You would have made 5,000.
And if I put that
Well,
maybe $200 in the bank, maybe I have $200. You know what I'm saying?
But really, that $200 today wouldn't have got you as much as it would have got you
exactly
$200 5
Why?
years ago. Or
Because
whatever.
inflation.
Inflation.
And that's what I'm telling. Like I just threw money at companies like I just thought was cool. Like
That's like this Fidelity account, dude. I don't even
Bro.
remember throwing any nothing in it, and I got like 17 grand in it. And it's one of the accounts I got, and it's a Fidelity account.
And you can open up custodial accounts for your children and put them on, and really, you could now, like, you could open up a custodial account for Landon right now, put money in it, you know what I'm saying, Fidelity or whatever too. And by the time he's 18, who knows how much money he's sitting on?
What do you know what it'll build by like each year?
You'd probably go to like, maybe I don't know the annual rate of return or what it would be. You just have to maybe research that and see what you want to do. I know TD Ameritrade and stuff, they have a custodial accounts where you can put money in like a savings account for your children. And you have control over that, I think, till they're 18 or whatever. And by the time they're 18, they don't even know about it. You just say, hey, look, happy 18th birthday or whatever. And it's like you could basically
invest. For college or
you could basically, let's say you just want to invest in Apple, right? Or whatever. And invest in Apple and just throw money at it every month or whatever. Who knows? She may be a fucking Millie may be a millionaire by the time she's 18.
I'm gonna do Tesla, cause I want a Tesla.
She may be a millionaire by the time she's 18 and she don't even know it, though.
I'm gonna do a Tesla though.
And that's
Tesla. I like Teslas.
Like that's what it says. Like
I'm gonna own a Tesla.
when they say money talks.
Are you gonna own a Tesla?
Elon's a motherfucker, dog.
But you know,
Elon is on a fucking mission right now.
So let's back the mission.
He's on a fucking mission.
Here's $1,000 a month when I can throw $1,000, but here's $1,000 a month.
Like when you talk about these people like Jeff Bezos from Amazon and fucking what's his name from Facebook, Zuckerberg, and you know Elon is on a fucking mission, dog.
Yeah.
And it probably wouldn't be a bad thing to basically get behind it. I mean, but that's the thing though, like.
And all it is betting with them. Bet you a little couple dollars.
If you research these CEOs, let them make you money.
He slept on the fucking floor of the factory.
Certain companies are going to pay you dividends just to be invested in the company. They may give you a 7% dividend or whatever, and say this give you $1 per share you have every year to say, hey, thank you. And if you have enough shares of that company, and they pay you that dividend, it'll buy you a free share of that company.
And I could be, hopefully I'm not, but what I got from the crypto world is the Federal Reserve, which is a private corporation, which isn't even the government, which owns the dollar, which the dollar is trash. They're betting on this XRP cryptocurrency shit.
Betting on crypto is basically betting against the dollar.
But the XRP is supposed to be the new way. It's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, but it's XRP, and it's at 24 or 25. It was at 26 cents a coin.
And that's why.
And that's what the Federal Reserve is going towards.
I already got my accounts and shit. I'm ready. I'm still doing research. You know, I'm ready. I got my.
But now you got the accounts because you hold it on a wallet. It's digital gold, digital silver, digital coins, currency. You're gonna have to get like a little hard drive, like a little USB thing.
And
we'll learn about that, bro.
And I get excited about this because it's something that I wish I would.
But damn, I'm
serious. 15 to 10 years. Like when I was in high school.
10. That's when you.
Maybe 10 years. But if I was in high school and knew this, like, and had worked.
When I first invested in Bitcoin, when it was at like 3,000. And guess what?
Just think if you
I don't remember my Coinbase account.
Then just think, bro.
I don't remember my
what you would have been.
But no, listen. You know how much money I have probably in it? Only not much. Probably about 500.
We talking to y'all, man. We talking.
I got about 500.
I want y'all to.
I got about $500 on a Coinbase account when the whole Bitcoin was worth 3,000. Now Bitcoin is worth 1022, but in 2017 it shot up to 20,000.
Yeah,
and then last week it was at 12,000. But before it hit that 20,000, it went like it did. It's bullish still. It was just up there, and then
they're retesting the market right now.
You're never gonna see it at 10,000 again, probably.
Yeah, probably not.
Is what I'm saying.
We're hoping, from what people are telling me, we're hoping that it kind of keeps, you know what I'm saying? But we're timing it. But anyways, like.
But why not buy now?
Yeah.
Because it might go up.
Because be honest, because you ain't gonna buy now. Let's be honest, you ain't gonna buy anyway. So.
No, because we should have bought when COVID hit. We should have bought in the oil when it was at negative $30-something an hour. And I was thinking about it, talking about it, doing this, and I think I brought it on the podcast. But guess what? We never did. And now it's at $30-something a fucking gallon, or not a gallon, but a barrel. It was negative $30 a barrel.
When Levi Googles these athletes and he talks about these athletes losing their money and shit like that, it's because, and we as people too, we just don't understand the language of money. And if we understand the language of money, that is wealth, y'all.
Yeah.
That is wealth. And getting into cryptocurrency that's betting against the dollar, but even still, you can still beat inflation by doing investments and just all this shit. But what I wanted to ask Levi, because Levi has gotten into real estate and shit, and basically, I mean, it was kind of overnight.
Yeah. Well.
Right? But like, how, but let's talk about.
I've known about it for a couple of years,
yeah,
but
I mean, let's be real.
I never took action. No, really, I've known about it. I just never took action.
So,
same video sparked it. Same video.
So same video. So
same Mark Whitten on one of
let's talk about that, because that's like, I mean, you didn't necessarily. I mean, from what I know, you didn't necessarily.
I sourced deals to other.
You didn't necessarily take a large lump sum of money to get started.
No.
So talk
my credit's
to them.
fucked.
Yeah. So talk to them about that. I mean,
it's a hustle. It's like selling cars. I was good at selling cars because I hustled. I was constantly networking. But it's like, what you do is you find these distressed properties, you know what I'm saying, for pre-foreclosures or you know, they're about to lose their house to, you know, problems with finance.
You talk to A-Cup any, or you?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah, but he's doing this thing. I mean, yeah, I stay in touch, you know what I'm saying. He just started a Facebook group and shit. Like, yeah, stay in touch. I mean, of course, he's a little ahead. He's telling me that we should move, but I love it here. I talked to Jordan. I asked about Jeff City. He loves it. It's like, yeah, you're right. I do love it. It's been good to me. You know what I'm saying? It's been too bad. So why don't I just come up and take over? You know what I'm saying? It's not that big a deal. And it's a small town. You know what I'm saying? Less competition. But wholesaling, you find deals, distressed properties, overgrown yards, pre-foreclosure, landlords who own it and then tired of being a landlord because they're distressed landlords. But you find it, you get it for a discount. You get the house for a discount. You get them under an agreement, a contract, or whatever you would call it, and you just find another investor who's willing to pay a little more for that contract. So let's say you got a house, it's worth 100, but I got it under contract because you're distressed and you're tired of being a landlord and you're over it, and you're saying, just give me 50,000. I get it for 50,000, and it just needs minimum work. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it varies if it needs more work or whatever, but it just needs minimum work. And you say 50,000. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'll give you 40,000 cash. You're like, cool. And we make an agreement. Well, I give myself an X amount of time. I mean, because it's a contract. It's just an agreement between me and you. That's what the contract is. The word contract just makes people think, oh God, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's just an agreement.
Well, keep going.
But so now I got it for 40,000. I agree to pay you 40,000 cash in 30 days, 45 days. I'm ready to go because I gotta run title, make sure there ain't no taxes owed on it or nothing like that. Make sure everything's clear on the house. So, you know what I'm saying? People don't own it, and you are who you say you are. And then boom, I found somebody that's willing to pay 60 for it. Well, at the closing table, a check's cut to Levi Jones or Joe Blow or Sammy Boyd for $20K, and it says assignment. Yeah, and not even a licensed realtor. I'm just bringing deals to other investors, and that's a way of investing in real estate. I mean, we're going to have to sit down and but I mean, that's simple.
I know there's more. You can go more detail.
Oh yeah, there's way to find lists and yeah.
This is a talk to y'all.
That's it. It's really
the main focus that I'm kind of on right now. I'm going to speak for myself. Is
they've been lying to us, bro.
They have, and we need to start investing in ourselves, investing for our future, and for our children's future. Generational wealth is the most important thing.
I mean, I would think that you got a nephew and a fucking niece. I mean, I would think that Landon, you're an uncle.
Honestly, because like I said, I don't have kids, but I honestly think of my unborn son. I want that motherfucker.
What about a daughter?
Or a daughter. I'm gonna speak a son to existence, right?
I think you're having a daughter.
Well, I'm gonna speak a son into existence.
No, I think you're having a daughter.
But anyways,
I mean, you're gonna get a son.
But regardless,
he's getting a son. But
regardless,
his first one's a daughter.
I want that son or daughter to respect me as a father and respect me as a man, and I want to be a good example for that kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like me investing in myself is doing shit that I don't want to do, and then go ahead and eating the frog, as they say.
Yeah, eating the frog.
Eating the frog, as they say.
I like that.
Getting the city. You don't.
I might get that tattooed on me.
You know what I'm saying?
Eating a frog.
Investing for my future and learning about money, because if I don't know about money, by the time my kid gets grown, he's gonna be way behind.
Yeah.
Right. I'm behind right now, but I'm catching up, and I want to be the strongest version of myself. That way I can basically, as everybody wants to do, mold their seed into something that I think that's I don't have kids, so you maybe can comment on this, but I feel like people who have children, they want their children to be
better.
Yes. But how can my son or daughter be better if I don't really give a fuck about myself to be better? What am I just gonna hope? But if I hope that way, then he's gonna look at me in a negative light.
Yeah, I think the word hoping is a cop out to just wishing, like just riding the wave, just like I hope it happens.
That's the thing, though, because
I make it there. I hope I get it.
That's the thing, because when I say we, I'm not singling out anybody. I'm just saying when we don't work on ourselves, then we are basically just hoping that our son or daughter basically figures it out on their own.
That's giving up on yourself and everything else.
Yeah,
just give it up.
And no, it's not gonna happen overnight, but that's not an excuse to not get started right now. We look for that instant gratification. Fuck that. Instant gratification is what's put us in the position that we're in right now. But then when we don't get that instant gratification, we want to fucking bail out and just fucking give up. It's like if you're going to invest in something, yeah, maybe 2-3 months down the line, you may be looking
So
at it as a loss.
what do you think will change my life? Like, what do you think will better me right now? Just one thing.
Man, I really, I don't know. I mean, just continue, work on that, getting out of the debt position that
Just
you said you want to do.
Like,
and work
me and
toward
Megan's
that,
got to work out.
and really focus on that and do that. Because that can be done within this time.
Because out of your...
By this time next year, you can be...
balling.
Yeah.
Like, not balling, but...
When they say your life
out of your
change,
closest friends, like, I'll be one of
just
the
in
friends.
a better position that you were now.
But
That's the whole progression, y'all, not
yeah,
perfection.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's how I kind of.
And everybody's story's different.
Yeah, everybody's story's different. Everybody got a story.
Yeah.
Right. And I'm focused on me and mine's. That's kind of what I've been. That's kind of why I've been.
You don't journal no more?
What's up?
You journal?
Yeah. So speaking of that, I didn't really bring that up, but how I'm journaling now because I've invested in myself. So now I've kind of invested in a stock class type of thing, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, having certain people teach me the lingo and certain patterns and companies
what
and
stock
stuff.
class?
It's a so I follow Earn Your Leisure. It's a group on Instagram. I follow the Master Investor, Wall Street Trapper. I follow these people.
All on Instagram?
I follow them on Instagram, then I follow their podcast on Spotify and all this type of
Well,
stuff.
you show me their podcast because I don't have Instagram because I got hacked. And I'm just saying done. I'm just done with Instagram.
But as far as I'm investing in myself, so I've basically enrolled in a class per se about certain things. So I'm not here to say I'm gonna come in here next podcast and be all fucking my percentage is gonna be high. No, I'm just learning the language, learning the lingo. This is a process that I'm going through, and it's something I'm kind of like I'm really interested in. I know
It's
I've been
awesome, ain't it?
And I know I've been this
Is that
way
not a
about
game?
other things. You know what I'm saying?
Is
But
it not a
this
game?
is something. Money is a game, and they've been playing the game this whole entire time.
Monopoly.
As far as like the saying is, don't hate the player, hate the game. We can't hate these motherfuckers who know the language and is making money. We just have to learn the fucking language and be able to play this game.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Hate the game.
Or don't hate the game, hate the player.
Don't hate the player, hate the game. 'Cause
Yeah.
you can't hate me because I know the language and I'm making money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hate the game.
Just
You know what I'm
jump,
saying?
get hit with it.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're playing the game. We just need to know how to play the game with them.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be fine, dog.
That's it.
That's it. And
it's that's what I mean by America. Like, that's where it's cool. Like, it's cool. It's okay. Like, they're not gonna teach it to you, but you got the opportunity to learn it.
Yeah, they're not going to. And that's the thing.
But they ain't mad if you learn it.
They're not mad. That's the thing. That's
and if you learn it, then cool.
That's
cool.
what I said earlier because I don't blame them for not teaching it to us.
I don't either.
Like I said, who they gonna eat off of? Somebody got to be the employee.
And not even that.
And not saying
it's like
some people.
Nobody's listening.
If you are happy because you make a lot of money at your job and you go home and you live in a nice house and your family's well taken care of and you are happy, then by all means, I'm not necessarily saying anything is wrong with that.
I'm trying to build wealth.
But I'm just saying somebody's got to be the employee and somebody has to be the owner.
Yeah. I'm just trying to be the wealthy.
That's it, man. Invest in yourself. Invest in your future.
Do you have a 5-year goal?
I think we talked about that.
Like an income wise, a number.
I'm working on talk about the journal. I'm now taking notes as far as like I made myself my own income sheet per se, as far as like my income and my expenses and shit.
You want to say it to everybody or just say that?
Nah, I just know.
I want to know it. I want to know it.
Just know it because I'm not there yet. I'm gonna ask you
it's cool.
Just know y'all, I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm not. Like I said, this is not me preaching. I'm not y'all financial advisor. I'm not telling you what I'm doing is gonna make you rich.
True.
But
we got young kids, probably 13 years old. He was giving me a hard time. He was like, I mean, he kicked it with us, me and his dad. His dad's in his 40s or something. But the kid was when he left. He watches Heavy Crowns. He's a subscriber, but he wanted to give me a hard time and shit. He's like, yeah, you suck. He was talking to me. He's like, yeah, I'm subscribed. I said, Dad, you're subscribed? Hell yeah. He's like, yeah, you suck. But he's just being a little punk ass. And he's like, but he said the black kid. He said the black guy. I said, yeah, true. He said, yeah. I said, yeah, he raps and shit. He said, I like him. And
I'll take that last statement back, nigga. What up?
when he went in, but his dad said, yeah, when you showed up, he said he was gonna give you a hard time. I said, dude, he gave me a hard time like a week ago, and I told him to fucking shut up. Or no, I didn't tell him to shut up. I was giving him a hard time myself. But that was. It's a long story, but yeah, it's cool. Like, we got young people watching, is what I'm saying.
Shout out to y'all.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to y'all. Please like the podcast. Hit the thumbs up button.
And you know what I'm talking about. You little fucker.
Hit the share button, please. Share it with
No, that little fucker knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, shout out to you. Shout out to the viewers.
But if you are watching, dude, the experimenting shit, but
follow me on the gram.
The drinking and the smoking ain't worth it.
Yeah, don't like look, dog, don't do as I do as I say. As my mom used to say to me. But anyways, follow me on the gram at Tony Suego. You can't follow Levi because he ain't got it no more, but you can follow at Andy Crowns Podcast, which I gotta do a better job of maintaining. Which that's on me. It's on me. But please show support, show some love. I love y'all back. Levi, bring it home.
Hey, love, peace.